This stress is measured by factors that are implicit to the things you can see in 3D. In the 4D astral mental reality, where you already act, this stress is measured with words and intonations, whether you cry or grumble. In the 5D reality, where the entire process of emotional healing takes place, this distress can only be felt. It is the vibrations that are measured by specific alien technology devices, a technology that you in 3D are not yet capable of producing, because this technology measures each spectrum of vibration, converting it into specific information about suffering that can only be read by beings of high consciousness who will be able to analyze without judgment and thus no longer produce unnecessary energy. With these parameters, we can align your purpose with your attitudes. Regret, for example, is an energy that has a high capacity to stimulate the evolutionary process because when you regret, mentally you already know that you are not a victim of the process and you don't want to go through that again. And this makes you pay more attention to your own actions from then on. This paying attention to your own actions will take you to a new level of evolution with regard to the 4D astral because your mental capacity will not be used only to think about what you see outside of you, but it will lead you inward. There is a great gain in consciousness when a process is initiated after an episode of regret. While you suffer in regret, we rejoice in the progress of your evolutionary process. Being able to place yourself as a responsible offender instead of a victim in a situation where you come out on the losing end is a gift for the evolutionary process of each one of you. Being able to identify the specific attitude that led to such a result is the greatest challenge. After all, how can you know you are making a mistake if you don't have access to all the information? In this life, you may even find some moments that made you take an action that was unavoidable at the moment, that made you obtain the result. But what you don't know is that you are being manipulated all the time. Neurons form chemical synapses and electrical synapses. In chemical synapses, there is the direct action of hormones produced by the human physical body itself. In electrical synapses is where the most of the manipulation of your thoughts occurs. This electrical system of information that is constantly occurring in the mind of each one of you occurs in the background, unconsciously. And for this reason, you are always confused and careless with your own evolutionary processes. After all, if you incarnated with the sole purpose of expanding spiritually and you don't do it, so there must be some interference occurring. In your world, it is very easy to interfere without your perception. The fourth dimensional technologies that interfere with your mental bodies are easily used by those who want to manipulate you for their own interests. These beings are much more intelligent than you in terms of having more knowledge and skills in mental manipulation techniques, which makes them far superior to you. True intelligence, however, lies in using time and all of one's ability and skills to expand spiritually. These beings have a plan for everything they are going to do, the situations they are going to create, and which other people they are going to need to manipulate in order to get what they want. And what do they want? There are several objectives. These beings manipulate human beings mentally so that humans take actions that cause vibrations of guilty and shame and consequently cause a lot of suffering for everyone around them. This suffering imprisons most of human and umbral realities. By mentally manipulating human beings who live in these realities, these beings foment revenge in their minds. There are countless forms of manipulation and planning for the creation of this disqualified energy. And this disqualified energy makes the matrix system Earth, that was created by them, stronger. When these beings are unable to directly harm a specific person, for example, a light worker who is achieving the expansion of the consciousness of many humans, these beings interfere in their children's and grandchildren's lives, and so on. And this way, they can affect the person emotionally through their descendants. The important thing about all this is to keep in mind the progress in your spiritual evolution process. To do this, you need to open yourselves to a new way of life where you would be connected to a higher intelligence so that you can receive help and information that will help you in the processes and contracts that are occurring in the astral plane in your energy fields. Because everything that occurs in the astral plane, 4D and 5D, is energy that is being created and condensed to be manifested in the physical plane. If these energies are being influenced by those who want to harm you, you are defenseless because from this material 3D reality, you cannot see what is happening in other realities. We, the Arcturians, can visualize your entire processes and all your progress. We have access to all your files from all your previous lives, even the traumas that imprisoned you here. We have everything here to be able to help you in your journey of spiritual evolution. We are ready to contact you. From 2025 to 2030, as the star approaches, your pineal glands will receive interference, and if you are not connected to a benevolent higher intelligence like us, you will not know how to act or what you think. Your brain waves will be altered, and you'll be at the mercy of beings who only manipulate and imprison you for their own interests. Every being who incarnates on planet Earth already receives the vibrational frequency of our symbols imprinted on the surface of the planet. But those who actively look for us receive a much greater charge, much more help, because they open themselves up to it. When you practice meditation and spiritual connection in nature, you can connect with many beings who can help you. And this is just the first step towards a deeper connection. And it is this deeper connection that will lead you to your liberation, evolution, and ascension. This deeper connection depends on the application of other multidimensional symbols that change your entire energy field, allowing for your individual and collective healing and further opening up the capacity of your consciousness. It would be very easier for us to abduct you, insert information in your unconscious for you to connect with us so that we could help you in all your healing processes. But this attitude is not in keeping with our integrity. We don't act this way. We follow a guideline of respecting the free will of all other races. Therefore, we invite you all to connect with us of your own free will. At all times and through many workers who are already connected, we are making you aware of the importance of this connection with all the necessary details. Everything is within your reach at this time. Many catastrophes are already happening on planet Earth, and you will not have enough time or discernment to decide what is best for you. The priority is spiritual evolution.